Hi, I'm Srinivas Reddy Palam, lecturer in computer engineering, Puliputiksha Government Polytechnic, Hyderabad. I'm going to handle the session on C language. In this session, I will cover operators and expressions. Let's move to the today's topic. So these are all the operators. See, operators are a rich set of operators. An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform certain mathematical or logical manipulations. So you can say the operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform certain mathematical or logical manipulations. Operators are used in programs to manipulate data and variables. So you can see the operators. The operators are plus, multiplication, minus, and into, percentile, assignment, the left parenthesis and right parenthesis, and division, forward slash, backward slash, minus. So all these are the operator symbols. Let's discuss these operators in detail. What are the operators in C language we have in the next slide. So the types of there are different types of operators in C programming. We have unary operator, binary operators, and ternary operators. Together, these three they will make different operators in C programming. Let's look at unary operators. What are the unary operators? A unary operator is one which operates on a value or operand. The minus sign plays a dual role. It is used for subtraction as a binary operator and for negation as a unary operator. This operator has a precedence higher than the rest of the arithmetic operators. So unary operator is one which operates on one value or operand only. You can notice that the unary operator operates on only one value or one operand. The minus sign plays a dual role. It is used for subtraction as a binary operator and for negation as a unary operator. So the minus plays a dual role. It can be used for subtraction as a binary operator and for negation as a unary operator. This operator has a precedence higher than the rest of the arithmetic operators. So the precedence of the unary operator, that is minus, has the higher precedence than the rest of the arithmetic operators. Result equal to minus x into y. This is an example where the minus x is the negated value, and in it minus has the higher precedence than the assignment and the multiplication operators. In the above expression, if x has a value 20 and y has a value 2, then the result will contain negative value of 40, which is minus 40. So the negation has taken precedence over the multiplication, thereby getting the value of minus 40 for the result. And we have binary and ternary operators. Let's see what are the binary operators and ternary operators in the next slide. So types of C operators, arithmetic operators, and relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators. We have increment and decrement operators, and also we have conditional operators, bitwise operators, special operators. Let's discuss first what are the binary operators and ternary operators. Binary operators are the operators which act on two operands. So they act on the two operands, and the result of that will be assigned to using an assignment operator to a some other variable or some other identifier. And in case of ternary operators, you will have three operands. There will be an operator, and that operator will have three operands. That's why the name is ternary operator. And now look at the types of C operators. So the first type of operator in C programming is arithmetic operators. They are like plus, minus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentile, and remainder. These are all the operators that are belonging to the arithmetic operator category. And we have relational operators where they express the relation of one operand in terms of the other operand. That's why they are called relational operators. They're equal to, less than, greater than, and other operators. We have logical operators where we have addition, we have the operators like and, or, negation, exclusive or, and other operators. So these are all expressing the logical relation of the one operand with other operand will be expressed in terms of these logical operators. That's why they are called logical operators. And we have the fourth category, that is assignment operators, where they use mainly assignment assignment operator in combination with the other operators. That's why they are called assignment operators. We have increment and decrement operators. The purpose of these increment and decrement operators is they increment the value of the operand, or they decrement the value of the operand in terms of some value, some addition or subtraction. They basically increment the operand, or they basically decrement the operand. That's why they are called increment operand and decrement operand. They are like plus plus and minus minus. So they can be even, they can be post increment and post decrement, and pre increment and pre decrement operators are there. And we have conditional operators, where the conditional operators basically they check the conditions, and they can be used in the case of logical checkings, whether the value of some expression is true or false. That's why they are called conditional operators. And we have bitwise operators. In case of bitwise operators, the on the operands will be converted into bitwise values, and then on the individual bits they are operators are applied. That's why they are called bitwise operators, and they can be like left shift operators, right shift operators, and so we can have the operators similar to the logical operators like bitwise and, bitwise or, bitwise exclusive or, bitwise negation, like that. And special operators are also there. We will see these special operators in the next slides. Let's look at the first type of arithmetic operator, that is plus addition operator. And also let's look at the subtraction, multiplication, division and modulo division. And we have a table that expresses the comparative priority of arithmetic operators. So first operator, um, that is left parenthesis and right parenthesis. First, if nested, the innermost is first. So inside these left parenthesis and rightmost parenthesis, whatever is there, that will take the first priority. And we have multiplication, division and percentile. The next two, they take the priority next to these operator, that is closed parenthesis symbols. If several from left to right, they take the priority if they are are several operators like star, minus, star, and division and percentile symbols are there. If there are several of these symbols, then they can take the priority from left to right. And minus, plus and minus, they take the next to these symbols like into, division and percentile remainder operator. If several of these are there, then also they will take from left to right. The priority will be taken from left to right. This is the sample example program which demonstrates the operators of arithmetic in nature. And we have the main function. In the main function, we have three variables: into a equal to 5 declared, and into b equal to 10 declared, and into c equal to 20. Into result one is a plus b into c by 5. This is one arithmetic expression. And also we have the another arithmetic expression where the result is assigned to result 2. Result 2 is equal to a plus b, which is nested in the parenthesis, and into c by 5. The result of other expression, that is result 3, is a plus 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 b minus 2. And the program demonstrates the results of result 1, result 2, result 3 variables by calculation of the results. Result 1, where result 1 is a plus b into c by 5. So the priority will be first b into c, that is b into c is 10 into 20, 200. 200 by 5 is 40. 40 plus 5 will be, the result is 45. So expression will be evaluated first. The multiplication of b into c is performed, then the result is B is 10 and C is 20. So result is 200, 200 by 5. That's why the result will become 40 plus A. That is A is 5, 5 plus 40 is equal to 45. So result 1 will be substituted with 45, and next expression is result 2 is A plus B. So it is because it is in nested parenthesis. The value of A plus B is 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 and into 5 into C is 20. So 15 into 20 is 300, 300 by 5 is 60. So that's why the result of result 2 is 60 will be printed, and result 3 is A plus 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 B minus 2. A plus plus is post increment. So A plus plus is A plus A is 5, 5 plus 1 6 plus so the value is A is 5 plus B is 10 minus 2, and the value is uh, 15 minus 2 is 13, and then the result of A will be post incremented. That's why the value is 15 minus 2, that is 13 only, and the value of A will become 6 because it is post incremented. After the operation the value of A will be incremented. That's why the value of result 3 will become 15 minus 2, that is 13, and it will not become 14. But only the value of A will be post incremented. Otherwise the value would have been a result of 3 would have been 14. That is 6 plus 10 minus 2 14. um, but the value of A is post incremented. That's why the value of A will not be 6, but while calculating the expression it will become 5 only. 5 plus B is 10, 5 plus 10 15 minus 2, that is 13. So result 3 will be 13 only. That's why the result will be printed result 1, result 2, result 3 are 45, 60, comma 13. Now let's look at the other category, that is relational operator. C supports six relational operators. First one is less than, and we have is less than or equal to. Also we have is greater than, and also we have is greater than or equal to, and is equal to is also there, and is not equal to also there. You can observe these symbols. Less than symbol is only less than, whereas less than or equal to is less than and followed by equal to symbol, that is assignment, and greater than symbol only greater than symbol is there, and we have greater than or equal to where greater than symbol is appended with equal to symbol. That's why it is greater than or equal to, and also we have is equal to. Is equal to is two assignment symbols. We should not be confused with single assignment symbol, single equal to symbol, and this is equal to symbol. So assignment symbol will have only single equal to, whereas the is equal to will have two double equal to symbols. In case of the mathematics we have only equal to, that is very much different from the double equal to symbol of this relational operator in C language. And we have not equal to, where we have the not symbol followed by equal to, that is assignment, and it is called is not equal to. So let's look at the these examples. So with the below examples, we can understand what is these meanings of these relational operator symbols. Suppose that A and B are integer variables whose value are 10, 100, and 4 respectively. Several arithmetic expressions involving these variables are shown below together with their resulting values. Suppose the expression is A is less than B, A is less than B, A is 100 and B is 4. That's why 100 is less than 4 will become false. Interpretation will become false, and its value will be 0, which is a boolean value. And A greater than B, where A is 100 and B is 4. And now A is 100 greater than or equal to 100 greater than 4. 100 is greater than 4, that is true, and value will become 1. 100 is less than or equal to 4, where 100 is less than or equal to 4, that is false, and value will be 0. 100 is greater than or equal to 4, it is also 100 is greater than or equal to 4, that is true, and value will be 1. 100 is equal to 4, that is false and value is 0, and it is not equal to 4, value is true. Interpretation will become true and value will become 1. So in place of A, 100 will be substituted, and in place of B, 4 will be substituted. By that only we will get the values corresponding to these expressions after correctly interpreting these. Now let's look at the other category, that is other category of other type of operators. We have logical operators. The logical operators are like double and, double ampersand, and pipe symbol, that is R, and we have exclamation, that is not, are the three logical operators. So we have three logical operators in logical operators category, where the logical operator first one is and operator, the first one is and operator, and the second one is or operator, logical or operator, and we have logical not. These are the three logical operators. So expression 1 ampersand expression 2 has value 1. If expression 1 and expression 2 both are non-zero, that is both have value 1, that is true. So expression 1 and expression 2, logical and will become true only if both expression 1 and expression 2 both are non-zero. Then only their values will be true. Otherwise, their value will be become 0. Expression 1 or expression 2 has value 1 if either expression 1 or expression 2 are both are non-zero, that is 1. So expression 1 and expression 2 both will be, if both are 0, then the result is 0. Otherwise, the result of this expression 1 or expression 2 will become non-zero, that is 1, and it is also called as true. Expression negation, not expression 1 has a value 1. If expression 1 is 0, else 0. So if expression 1 is 0, not of 0 will become 1, and not of 1 will become 0, either vice versa. Example, we can see there is example. If marks are greater than or equal to 40 and attendance is greater than or equal to 75, grade equal to P. If marks is less than 40 or attendance is less than 75, grade is assigned as n, character n. Grade is assigned character P if both marks is greater than or equal to 40 and attendance is greater than or equal to 75. Otherwise, grade will become simply n. If marks is less than 40 or attendance is less than 75, then grade will become n. We can get the meaning that if both marks are greater than or equal to 40 and attendance is greater than or equal to 75, then only you can say that grade is P. Otherwise, the grade will be simply assigned as n, and you can have the same expression by writing R symbol or logical operator if marks is less than 40 or attendance is less than 75. In this case, if only if marks is greater than 40 and attendance is greater than 75, then only grade will become n. That is the first one. The expressions, the both if statements are giving the same result, that is grade equal to P, only if meeting the criteria of marks and attendance. Otherwise, the grade will become n. Relational and logical operators. Let's look at this table so that you can understand what is the relation between the relational and logical operators. So each of these operator yields boolean. So each by using these operators we can get the value, that is boolean value. Operator and not operator, that is the function is logical not. So the function of this symbol operator is logical not, and you can use this as not of expression. So expression value, if it is 1, the value will become 0, and if it is 0, the value will become 1. Less than symbol, if the function is less than symbol, operator is less than symbol, and the function is less than, expression 1 is less than expression 2, so you can use it as expression 1 is less than expression 2, so you can use it as comparison operator. Less than or equal to, operator is less than or equal to, the function is less than or equal, and you can use it as expression 1 is less than or equal to expression 2. And we have the operator greater than, where the function is greater than symbol symbol is greater than symbol and the function is greater than, you can use it as expression 1 greater than expression 2. And we have the operator greater than or equal to symbol and the function is greater than or equal to, and you can have expression 1 greater than or equal to expression 2. We have the operator double equal to, whose functionality is equality, and you can use this expression. Expression 1 is less than, expression 1 is equal to double equal to expression 2. You can compare two expressions with the help of these equality so that they can be either equal or not equal. And you can have inequality operator, that is symbol is exclamation followed by assignment symbol and assignment operator symbol. The functionality is inequality. You can use it as expression 1 not equal to expression 2. And we have the operator ampersand. Functionality is logical and you can use it as expression 1 ampersand expression 2. Double ampersand is used for logical and you can have the symbol operator symbol, that is R symbol, which is also called a logical R, which will have two vertical lines, vertical straight line symbols, separated by some space, and this can be used for the functionality of logical R. I can use the these symbol logical R symbol for expression 1 or expression 2. The sample program that demonstrates you the use of these equality and inequality and logical where you can have the program like int a equal to 4 and b equal to 5 and c equal to 6 declared in the main function, and you can have the printf statement in which you are comparing a less than b. uh, in the particular statement you are comparing a less than b ampersand c less than d is printf percentile d. You are writing the expression by combining the comparison symbols, comparison operators, relational operators combined with the logical and where the logical relational operator, relational symbol less than and less than are used and they are combined with the logical and. So you are getting the result that is finally a logical one. And you can see a less than b, 4 less than 5, that is true. So the result is 1 and ampersand c less than d, c is 6 and d is 7. So again the result is 1. 1 ampersand 1, the result is finally 1. So result will become 1. A less than b ampersand c less than d is 1. It will be printed as 1. And you are using one more printf statement where you are simply printing the result of comparison of a less than b, negated result of a less than b. So where a is 4 and b is 5. So 4 less than 5, the result is 1. 4 less than 5, the result is 1 and it is negated, so that the result will become now 0. So result will be printed as 0. A negation of a less than b in parentheses is 0. So the result is finally a less than b ampersand c less than d is 1 and negation of a less than b is 0. This is the result. Now we have the other classification, that is assignment operators. Assignment operators are used to assign the result of an expression to a variable. So the assignment operators, as we already we are discussing from the past four types of operators, we have the assignment operators. The assignment operators are used to assign the result of an expression to a variable. So assignment operators are used to assign the result of an expression to a variable. So some expression will be there and the result of that expression will be coming out to some integer value, and that integer value or whatever value that you are going to get, that should be assigned to some other variable. So assignment operators are used to assign the result of an expression to a variable. C has a set of shorthand assignment operator. So C has again we have in C we have shorthand assignment operator. So we can write the assignment operators like this: variable name equal to expression. Example, a plus equal to 3. This is a shorthand notation of an expression where a is assigned with a plus 3. So you can see the expanded notation of this shorthand notation of expression for a plus 3. A plus 3, a plus equal to 3 is simply same as a equal to a plus 3. Left side must be an object that can receive a value. So on the left side there should be some variable that can receive the expression value. So both are a plus 3, a plus equal to 3 and a equal to a plus 3 are same, and the result is same. The table in this slide will demonstrate you the different shorthand assignment operator. Simple assignment operator A is equal to A plus 3, and its shorthand notation shorthand operator is A plus equal to 1 is same as A equal to A plus 1. We have A equal to A minus 1, which is similar to A is equal to A minus 1, and also we have A equal to A into M plus 1, which can be same as a star equal to m plus 1. So a is multiplied with a is multiplied with m plus n result and is assigned again to assigned back to a. A equal to a by m plus n. In short, we can write a plus a slash equal to m plus n. So that is a division equal to m plus n. So the result of a is divided by m plus n, and is that the result is again assigned back to a. And we have a equal to a percentile b. The same can be written in shorthand operator as a percentile equal to b. So result of a percentile b is assigned back to a. That is the meaning of this particular statement. And we have increment and decrement operators. Increment operator symbol is plus plus, a equal to 10, a plus plus equal to 10. Post increment, but in memory its value is 11. So first the value of a will be assigned as 10, then its value will be incremented. So the value of a is will become 11. You can see the explanation post increment, but in memory its value is 11. When you will again call a value of a, then a will become 11. So first the same value will be assigned to a, then it will be incremented, and its value will become 11. Decrement operator minus minus b is 5, b minus minus equal to 4 in memory, but output will be 5. So b will become 4 in memory, but output will be 5. When you will call b again, the value will become 4. So first initial value of b will be 5 only, later that is decremented and is assigned back to b. That's why the value of b will become 4 after this operation, that is post decrement operation. Similarly, increment and decrement operator is used in subscripted variables as a of I plus plus equal to 5 is equivalent to a of I equal to 5, that is a I equal to I plus 1. So first a of I will be assigned to 5 only, and then value of I will become incremented. So a of next time a of 6 will be assigned with some value. You should understand the difference between this post increment and post decrement. And let's see the other classification, that is conditional operator. The conditional expression can be used as shorthand for some if else statements. It is a ternary operator. So the conditional expression can be used as shorthand for some simple if else statements. It is a ternary operator. This operator consists of two symbols, the question mark and the colon. So for example, you can see the example a equal to 11 and b equal to 20, and you are combining a and b using these ternary or conditional operator. X equal to a greater than b question mark a colon b. So this conditional operator, it is first checking the condition a greater than b. So in this case there a is 11 and b is 20, so a less than b, uh, but you are checking the condition a greater than b. So the value of a greater than b will become false. That will become false. So it is the expression will be expression 1 will not be considered for assignment to x, but the expression b, that is expression 2, will be considered for assignment to x. So x value will become b. Why? Because a greater than b is false. So it will not consider a as assignment to x, but it will consider b. So b value will be assigned to x, so x will become value of b, that is 20. So conditional expression can be used to as shorthand for simple some if else statements. It is a ternary operator. So in case of if else statements, you can simply write this shorthand notation of conditional operator so that you can reduce the length of the program. So you can observe this example, the where you are having two variables a equal to 11 and b equal to 20, and you are using one expression that is assignment, x is assigned with expression of a greater than b question mark a colon b. So you are comparing A and B. If A and B are compared, and if that expression fails, that is, if it is false, if it is true, then value of A will be assigned to X. But if it is not true, then B will be assigned to X. In our case, where we are having values for A and B as A is 11 and B 20. So A greater than B will become false. So value of B will be assigned to X. And you can see one more example, number greater than 0 question mark a plus b uh, colon a minus b. So in this case, you are comparing number, if it is positive or negative, and if it is true, then a plus b value will be, that is, value of a and b will be added, and that result will be assigned for some other variable using the assignment statement. Otherwise, the if it is false, number is not greater than 0, that means number is negative, then a minus b will be assigned as result to the variable. We are having the program, C program in compiler, where in main program we have variables int a comma b comma result and choice. The variables are declared, and there is a function, clear screen function, which clears the screen. And we have the statement, printf statement, where it is asking to enter the first number. And we have the scanf statement, that is asking to enter the keyboard, enter the value from the keyboard for the variable a. And we are having one more variable, that is being asked to enter, that is second number, and it is being entered using keyboard into the variable b. We are having printf statement, where it is printing enter 1 for addition or 2 for multiplication. And we are having the scanf, in which we are asking to enter the choice. The value of choice will be considered for either printing the addition or performing the multiplication. Result equal to choice. So in this expression, we are using the conditional operator. Result is choice equal to 1 question mark a plus b colon choice equal to 2 question mark a into b, and it is printing printf invalid input. So you are comparing value of choice by, first of all, you are entering two numbers. The first number is a, and you are entering the second number, that is b. And then you are performing either multiplication or addition, depending on the choice. That is, if you are entering choice 1, then addition will be performed. If you are entering choice 2, then multiplication will be performed. And you are finally you are asking to enter the choice. So once you enter choice 1, then choice 1 will become choice equal to 1 will be uh, true, and the value will be 1, so that this expression will be valid. And you can then you can perform either a plus b, or you can check again choice 2. So first, if you enter choice equal to 1, value of choice is 1, then addition will be performed. Otherwise, the false condition will be checked, where choice is 2. That means if you did not enter 1, obviously you would have entered 2. And then in that case, you will perform multiplication. If you have not entered choice as 1 or 2, then obviously that is invalid input. So you should have entered apart from 1 or 2, you would have entered some other value. That's why choice would be invalid choice, and it will perform no operation. That is, invalid input will be printed as output. So If choice is 1 or choice is 2, printf the result is percentage d comma result. If you have entered either choice 1 or choice 2, then the result would have been either addition of the two numbers that you have entered or multiplication of the two numbers that you would have entered, and the result will be captured into result variable, and you are going to print the result is percentage d. In place of percentage d, you are going to print the result. The output you can observe, enter first number, the number entered is 10, and enter second number, the entered number is 3, and you enter 1 for addition or 2 for multiplication, and you have entered 2, so you obviously you have to do the multiplication of the two numbers, that is 10 into 3, the result will become 30, the result is 30, the output will be printed as the result is 30. This is the output that you are going to expect from this particular program once it is executed in the compiler. And we have bitwise operator. C supports bitwise operators for manipulation of data at bit level. So as already told, the operators they will be converted into bitwise, and then sorry, the operands will be converted into bitswise. They will be converted into binary representation, that is ones and zeros, and on the individual bits the operator will be operator will be performed, that is whether it is bitwise and or bitwise or bitwise exclusive or shift left or shift right or ones complement, the depending on the operator, that is bitwise operator, you have to apply the operation on the individual bits of the operands. So the bitwise and it is similar to the logical and, where the result will be, if the operand one is once it is converted into bitwise, the individual bits, if it is individual bits in the matching operands are compared, and if both of them are one, then only the result will be one, otherwise in all the other cases they will become zero. And bitwise are, similarly bitwise are, if both the corresponding bits in the operand 1 and operand 2 are 0, then only the result will become 0, otherwise the result will become 1. And bitwise exclusive are, if none of them are either 1 or 0, then only the result will become um, the result will become 1, otherwise the result will become 0. And a shift left, in this case shift left, the bits will be shifted by left, it is simply equal to multiplying the number by operand by the 2 power of the number of times that you are going to shift your bits. And shift right is similar to performing the division of the operand by the 2 power of the number of times that you are going to shift right. And once complement, in this case the bits in the operand, they will become complemented to the value that you have already existing. So if you are having in your bits position, if you are having 1, that will be complemented to 0, and if you are having 0, that will be converted to 1. Likewise it will perform the operation, that is complement operation on all the bits of the individual operands. This is about bitwise operators. And we have special operators in C. C also supports some special operators such as comma operator, where a equal to 5 comma b equal to 6. So it is doing the purpose of compare separation of the um, variables, that is a equal to 5 and b equal to 6. So it is separating the two operands. Size of operator, that is a function, size of operator is used for uh, getting the size of the individual operators, um, getting the size of the data types. So size of suppose if you take size of int, the size of int will be 2, and size of float will be 4, and size of double will be 8. Like that it will give the size of the data types. So it will give the size of individual operands. And expressions are, for expressions also you can use the size of, so that finally the result of the expression will be either long or double or something else, something string or char or anything. So it will print the size of that particular result of the expression. And we have address operator. This is also special operator. The address of operator will give the address location of the particular variable on which it is being applied. And pointer operator is also a special operator, it will give the it will also use similar to the address operator. So if you use a star operator and some a that is variable name, it will give the value at that particular location. So star of a, suppose a is a variable, and if you use star a, then this will give the value at that particular a, that is the value at that particular location of a, that is something like 10 or 20 or something if it is integer. If you store the integer value, then it will give the value at that particular location. And member selection operator, dot and hyphen followed by greater than symbol. These are the member selection operators that are being used in the case of structures. So while discussing these structures, so then we will come to know what is the purpose of these member selection operators and other things. So we have the special operators like comma operator, size of operator, address operator, pointer operator, member selection operators. All these things we will discuss in detail whenever we get to the topics relevant to these special operators. And we have precedence operators. Precedence establishes the hierarchy of one set of operators over another when an arithmetic expression has to be evaluated. So whenever your arithmetic expressions are involving too many or set of operators, then in which order we have to evaluate. So in which order the operators they take the precedence is being described by the precedence of operators. It refers to the order in which C evaluates operators. So in expressions, you will have so many number of operators. So in that expression, what is the order that in which operators involving expressions will be evaluated will be uh, discussed by the precedence of operators. The evaluation of operators in arithmetic expression takes place from left to right for operators having equal precedence. So this is a thumb rule that tells that evaluation of operators in an arithmetic expression takes place from left to right for operators having equal precedence, like plus and minus they are having equal precedence, so they take the evaluation takes place from left to right for these plus and minus, and for multiplication and division also the evaluation takes place from left to right. Likewise the operators which are having the equal precedence, the evaluation takes place in the case of the expressions involving these operators, the evaluation takes place from left to right. The precedence of operators they use Batmas rule, brackets of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So brackets will have the highest precedence and have to be evaluated first. Then comes off, then comes division, multiplication, addition, and finally subtraction. C language uses some rules in evaluating the expressions, and they are called as precedence rules, or sometimes also referred to as hierarchy of operations, with some operators with highest precedence and some with least. The two distinct priority levels of arithmetic operators in C are highest priority multiplication, division, and percentile symbol, and lowest priority plus and minus. So this is the precedence of operators. The highest priority is there for multiplication, division, and percentile, and lowest priority is there for plus and minus. And associative operators. So associative tells how an operator associates with its operators with operands. For example, associative means whether an expression like x or y x or z, where r is an operator such as plus or less than or equal to, should be evaluated left to right, that is x or y or z, or right to left, that is x or parenthesis y followed by r z, where r is an operator such as plus or less than or equal to. So any symbol can be used. So the assignment operator equal to associates from right to left, as the expression on the right is evaluated first and its value is assigned to the variable on the left. Associativity also refers to the order in which C evaluates operators in an expression having same precedent. So associativity is basically used to refer to the order in which C evaluates operators in an expression having same precedence. So if you are having operators which are having equal precedence, then the order in which the C evaluates these operators will be told by the associative of operators. Such type of operators can operate either left to right or vice versa. The operator open parenthesis closed parenthesis function call has highest precedence, and the comma operator has lowest precedence. So function calls will have the highest precedence and comma will have lowest precedence. All unary, conditional, and assignment operators associate right to left. All other remaining operators associate left to right. So you have to remember these rules for evaluation of expression. First, parentheses sub-expression from left to right are evaluated. If parentheses are nested, the evaluation begins with the innermost sub-expression. The precedence rule is applied in determining the order of application of operators in evaluating sub-expression. The associative rule is applied when two or more operators of the same precedence level appear in a sub-expression. Arithmetic expressions are evaluated from left to right using the rule of precedence. When parentheses are used, the expression within parentheses assume highest priority. And the hierarchy of priority, hierarchy of operators, you can see from this table. The operator parentheses, closed parentheses, and close square brackets, they function call and array element reference, they associative is left to right, and plus minus, plus plus, minus minus, exclamation, negation, star, ampersand, they take the right to left priority. Star, slash, and percentile symbol, multiplication, division, modulus, they take left to right priority. Typecasting, this topic we will discuss in the next session. Implicit typecasting also we will discuss in the next session, and this also we will discuss. Explicit typecasting also we will see in the next session. The example program about these also we will discuss in the next session, and sample program. Rules for implicit typecasting we will discuss. Creating your own header file also we will discuss in the next session. Thank you, and this concludes our session for today.